salvation, and we walk in the truth, and we keep our eyes on Jesus, you know we quit worrying about everybody else?
Yep, that's true.
Nothing I hate worse than a Christian saying, well, that person's going to hell because they... You fill in the blank. No, people's going to hell because they don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Well, they're backslid. They don't go to church no more. Have you been to church lately? You got one down the road that is basically, like I said, an Aryan brotherhood theology. God's done with the Jews. That book and that book and that book ain't for you. And the only one that's really for you is from the book of Acts forward. And the rest of that ain't for you. You don't have none of them promises. That's racist. My friends, that's racist. But we're not going to go there either. How many churches have you been to that everyone wasn't looked at? You ain't dressed quite right. I smell cigarettes on you. Really? Maybe you ought to give me breath mint then. Give me a break. That crap don't matter. It does not matter. Jesus either paid for sin or he did not.
Amen.
If he paid for sin, why are you worrying about it?
That's right.
The problem with that is, once you start judging somebody else, you set a level up. A level that you can get across. For the meat in which you judge is what you will be judged by. I don't want to be judged, folks. I know me. Jesus said, I judge no man. Jesus, I judge no man. Jesus, I judge no man. Woo! But yet the church wants to judge everybody. We want to throw a stone at everybody. This is not the truth. I have no greater joy than to see that my children walk in the truth. Y'all got kids. Most of y'all got kids in here. Doesn't it make you feel good when your kid is doing what you tell them to do, and they're doing the best they can, and they're walking in the statute? Isn't that just the greatest thing in the world? God's the same way. He said, keep your eyes on me. Do like me. Do like me. Love. They brought that woman out. They caught her in the very act of adultery. In the very act. I said, in the very act. Now you kind of put two and two together. Run that picture together. In the very act. She was doing something she ought not have been doing called adultery. They brought her out, start blooming naked. Threw her down on the ground and said, what do you say, Jesus? Our law says we should stone her to death. And everybody's grinning. They got big old hunky rock. They're getting ready to split her head wide open. And Jesus writes in the sand, yada, yada, yada. And I believe he's writing people's sins and looking at them. And they're going, well, that's me. And well, that's me. And everyone drops the stone and walks away. He says, he who is without sin, let him cast the first stone. Do you understand? Jesus was the one without sin. Do you understand? He's the one that wrote that law. He's the one that made that precedent in the book of Leviticus. He is the one. And he said, I judge no man. Who judgeth you now, woman? She goes, no one does. Neither do I. But we want to judge everybody, don't we? Yes. We want to throw that stone, don't we? Put the stone down and walk away. And get your eyes on Jesus. If you get your eyes on Jesus, everybody else quits mattering. What you do don't matter to me no more. I'm worried about what I'm doing, because one day I'm going to stand in front of him and he's going to say, well done, good and faithful servant. And I'm going, but I did this. I know that you know. Well done, because you walk in the truth. Don't you trust me, boy? When I said it is finished, don't you trust me, son? It's finished. The payment for sin is done. Men will let you down. Human beings will let you down. When you put all that you got into a person, they will let you down. Jesus Christ will not let you down.